folks, I'm going to tell you 5 quick facts about black bull markets. Now, did you know, number 1, they're New Zealand FMA regulated. Number 2, did you know they have a copy trading service where you can either be a signal provider or copy signals? And number 3, did you know they've got over 26,000 tradable assets, including Forex, crypto, stocks, indices, and even more? And number 4, did you know they offer 500 to 1 leverage? And number 5, if you open up an account today and trade 1 lot a month, they're going to give you TradingView Pro for free. Check them out, Black Bull Markets.
Hello. Welcome everyone. Who's in the building? It's Diego here from Bank Level Trading. Going to be forecasting some of the setups that I'm expecting to play out this week. It's still early, still on a Monday. So let's break down some charts. Come and say hi. Who's in the building? All right, testing. Where we at now? Just reading the comments. Okay, so what's on everyone's watch list for today? Is everyone bullish or bearish for the dollar? Yes, Mossam, definitely the CTI brothers. Yes. Mason, we've got Mossam in the building and Edux. Hi there. And the best DJ mixes. I love it. Fantastic. Let's just give it a few more minutes for more members to join. Okay, we got Edux. Okay, so Edux, you're bullish on the dollar. Nice. I have to say, I agree with you. So well done. Are you looking at the H4 or the daily? Okay. Bullish, fantastic. All right, in the meantime, just everyone, this goes for everyone, just if you have any questions, it's a good time to ask. Any pairs you'd like me to break down, it's a good time for me to break them down. And I'll be breaking down what I'm expecting. I'll be showing you guys the bank level trader strategy. It's been out for a year now. Traders are finally getting funded. BOT accelerated. I'm also working on some traders with that. More traders are being funded as well. And we're back doing consistent trader now live streams again. Amazing. Andreas, what happened with US 30 and S&P running up? US 30 down. I don't know what you mean, but I can definitely break down US 30 and the S&P and NASDAQ, no problem. Mr. Mossam, old fan of you guys. Yeah, I remember your name, Mossam Patel. Especially the boomerang strategy. To be honest, the boomerang strategy, there's been a massive upgrade to the strategy, right? We now call it the B50, right? The B50 is the boomerang bar on steroids. So that's going to be released out to not the public, only to BLT traders. BLT Accelerated will be covering the B50 entry. So that's an upgrade to the boomerang. If you like the boomerang, you would love the B50 because it's more effective, higher probability, higher risk reward, and it comes more often. It's just got everything. It's pretty amazing. And if you're not part of the Discord community in CTI, there's a lot of testimonials and screenshots of other traders catching the B50. So I'm very happy with the result of that. The best DJ mixes, cool name. I expected US 30 to go bullish at least until 33650, but I started selling drastically. Why? Good question. I love it. You know what? Let's start with that one. And I can cover DXY and the other markets I'm personally expecting. So let's go to US 30 for Mr. I'm just going to call you DJ, okay? I'm not going to read out your whole name. The best DJ mixes and bootleg remixes. Obviously, you're a DJ, so I'll call you Mr. DJ. All right, so let's look at the US 30. US 30, there we go. Let's go to you know what? What day was this? Are you referring to this as today? As in it rallied today. Hold on. I expected US 30 to go bullish at least until 3. Let's write down the name first. Hold on. Let me just write down the price, because we're going to break this down properly and I'm going to give you the answer. You asked the question. It's my duty to give you my answer, my perspective today, Andreas. Okay, fantastic. Cool. Let's check it out. Let's check it out. First of all, hold on. Okay, so 333 US 30. Yeah, US 30, 333, 650. And there's always an answer to these questions. Oops. Oh, let's do that. 333, 333, and then basically 65. So approximately around here. So your question is, so hold on, let me get this right. So you were bullish earlier today, Mr. DJ, right? You were bullish until this point of interest, right? The 650. Right, hold on. Yeah, but I know what you mean. You basically meant 650. Yeah, 650. 33. Oh wait, hold on. 650. Okay, so you mean down here, 650. Basically up here somewhere, right? And your question is, oh, there we go. Yeah, it completely reversed from there. But then you're saying, your question is, why did it sell from there? There's a reason for that. There is a reason for that. Mossam, I'll cover Bitcoin in a minute. I'm short-term bearish in that. All right, so let's, 650. 650. Yeah, this is what, so basically your question is, why did it sell drastically from here? And you were expecting it to go bullish. Question for you, where were you expecting it to go bullish? Number one, what was your target? Mr. Well, it's for DJ and Andreas. It's your both. Yeah, you both know what I'm talking about. Go on. Let me just wait for your reply. And what was your target? Let me just wait for your target. You expected it to go higher for some reason, based on your analysis, but it just started melting, right? There's a reason for everything. But what was your target? Where were you targeting? I'm guessing you were targeting maybe 33850, more or less. Perhaps you were targeting these equal highs here. And this is gonna melt, just to let you know. I'm just waiting for your for the reply from DJ and mainly DJ is your question. So DJ, what was your target? What were you aiming for the moon, or did you have a short-term target? It just never hit your target, but it just reversed from this point of interest. Okay, the 350 zone. Yeah, okay, I thought so. So yeah, the 850 zone. So more or less. So if we go back to the current time, so price is rallying, as you can see, and you did your analysis on a 30-minute. Okay, 30-minute, 15-minute, 1 hour, doesn't really matter. You're still going to get unfilled liquidity. But you know what? For the sake of it, let me look at the 30-minute for you real quick. Cool. So 30-minute time frame. Okay. 30-minute time frame. Let me ignore this pattern for now. Right? So you're expecting it to go to basically take out the equal highs, right? So this is what DJ is expecting. And for those of you who are just tuning in, I'm just doing a quick analysis for Mr. DJ, finding out why it reversed from here, and why did it reverse from here? What is the reason for that? Let's find out. So it actually went bang on the 650 margin, as you can see, and then it completely started to drop. Right. So firstly, I need to use all the analysis. So number one, as a BLT trader, I'm trading patterns, right? If you are trading SMC alone, right? Just if you're literally just trading liquidity, etc., it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. I can completely see why you're expecting this, right? It makes sense, right? There's unfilled liquidity, there's a bank level, there's equal highs, previous momentum, not a broke structure caused by all of this momentum. Look at that momentum. Let me zoom in for you guys. This is why DJ was, I'm guessing, essentially expecting price to rally to the upside, especially after this candle, and take out the liquidity. It makes sense, right? It's a textbook point of interest, right? If you're trading SMC alone. Now, if you're trading the BOT, it would have told you a different narrative, right? So the first thing that I can personally spot is the pattern that I had originally, which was basically this larger pattern that we can see here, right? This trend line at the moment doesn't have any significance, any relevance, unless there's a pattern in the middle. So I'm looking at everything. Number one, there's this massive banker block, right? And it's not even just that. There's significant break of structure, right? What caused this break of structure? Number one, as you know, if you're trading SMC, you know it's this banker block. So it's a magnet towards this point of interest. So already, the fact that we've got this unfilled liquidity of this massive banker block, I know that price is likely going to drop and retest this point of interest, number one. So that's giving me a bias that price is likely to drop. Now, in terms of what's happening now, if we go to the 30-minute, which is approximately here, if I was in your shoes, I personally also would have anticipated the 850 margin, right? I would most likely, if I was honest, I'll be expecting, at least a retest of this particular imbalance, as you can see here, right? There's a lot of unfilled liquidity here. Look at that imbalance, right? Nice little imbalance, nice little point of interest. So just this area is important enough, right? Look at that imbalance. Didn't go exactly to the 50% of it, but it did go within the imbalance territory number one, right? And the reason that's a very important imbalance is because if you follow structure around and you get the significant low and the significant high of this larger move, right, we know that price is likely going to eventually retest it. So notice how we have a break of structure here, right? What caused it? Well, it was in fact this particular banker block, number one, right? This banker block caused it. So price is a magnet towards that point of interest. Even from down here, it's a magnet towards that point of interest because it was this top banker block. This is where you should be expecting price to retest, right? This particular banker block is also a point of interest. There's lots of unfilled liquidity, but notice how it filled the liquidity over here, fine. We're still targeting this liquidity down here, right? Just because we've got a target over here doesn't mean it's going to immediately go there. On its way down, it's going to grab liquidity here, it might grab some here, and one of them is going to be the move that's going to actually take it down. And if it's struggling to go down, what does that mean in terms of liquidity? If it's grabbed liquidity over here, and then it just struggled to make a new low, this means that this point of interest, this liquidity where the volume is at, there's not enough orders there. There's not enough of liquidity, right? You can just see by the way it dropped. It dropped very correctively. There's not much momentum from that point of interest. So this particular banker block that we can see here now, it's basically just a weak banker block. It's a plan A. It's a plan A banker block. This plan A banker block was the origin of this break of structure, right? It wasn't enough. It grabbed it. It wasn't enough to take price down to the main target, right? Number one. So fine, that's done. So the next one will be this one. This is the next area of of unfilled liquidity, right? Plan B, and then we've got plan C just above. So this is the way the market works. You need to constantly be updating and deleting your points of interest. Let's see what happens. Was this one enough? Okay, it grabbed some liquidity here. Now, depending on the reaction, this could be the move that actually takes price down towards new low. Really, really depends. Obviously, we know that never happened, that it wasn't significant enough. But this point of interest, this particular imbalance, it looks like it was this one, right? But it all goes down to, you know, it goes down to your patterns. Now, do we see any sort of recent patterns here? Did we see any patterns at this point of interest? This first one I had, was it here? It was one of these two. It was either this one. Wait, where was it? Let me go back to the 30-minute. There we go. Anyway, where was it now? It was this one here. I was talking about this one earlier, my bad. This one here, right? There was no pattern here, right? This is just momentum, no pattern, fine, it reacted. But for BOT traders, there is no trade, right? We need a pattern with Elliott waves. We need a wedge. We need a channel. So we know that this is not going to be significant enough. It's not going to be an important banker block because there's no pattern. And yes, every now and again, you are going to get banker blocks, right? That comes up, there's no pattern, and it actually does make new lows and melts. But the majority of the times, if you're trading the BOT, you know that's not the case. Normally, there's a pattern. So number one, there's no pattern here. Look, this is no pattern, right? So this is a low probability pattern. Over here, do we have a pattern? Perhaps, actually, hold on. Perhaps we may have a pattern here. No, there's no pattern. There's a pattern here, right? But the problem with this pattern, if we were to update it, is that this banker block, right, is inside of the pattern. And what do we do as BOT traders? We have to trade not the banker blocks inside of the patterns, but the banker blocks or the point of interest outside of the pattern, right? That's what is going to filter out the low probability banker block. So obviously this is low probability. So if I saw this in real time, I'll delete this and I'll have this as a bit of a point of interest. Now, was this enough? Well, if you refine it and go to the lower time frame, it's now telling you a bit of a different story, right? Notice how there's a pattern here. Nice clear pattern. Have we got Elliott waves, right? Have we got the 1, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5th? Yes, we do. There we go. There is your pattern. Redefine as entry. As a little back test for you guys, look to the left. Right, this is like a large point of interest. And you know, as BOT traders, we're not trading the large points of interest. We're trading the points of interest that are a lot redefined and smaller. Do we have a pattern here? I can't really see anything, if I'm honest. We are on the M5. The lowest I'll go the majority of the time is the M1. And there is your bank level. So we do have a bank level right here. We do have a bank level right here. And we do have a bank level right here. And we also have an imbalance over here. We also have an imbalance over here as well. Right, there we go. So we've got multiple points of interest, but which one do we use? We don't know yet unless there's a pattern. So now that if I were to have a line over here based off the 50% imbalance, we've got plan A, plan B, plan C, plan D. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of interest. But then we go to the actual chart, the actual market at the time, and there we go. So would I have used, once I see this price action and it's reversing from Elliott wave 4, am I going to use this one, the first one that I just had? No, because price action is inside of the pattern. So this one, I'm going to delete it. Am I going to use this one? No, because price action is inside of the pattern, right? So I would have deleted this. Am I going to use this one? This one is outside. I'll have this as a plan A and the top one as a plan B, right? So once it reverses, There we go. It reversed from there. And it's not just that, we've got the boomerang. You know, we've got 1, we've got 2. All of this is the third tap, and we've got the boomerang. There we go. In confluence of the Elliott wave, in confluence of the fake out, in confluence of the point of interest. And this is how, with the BLT, you can filter out low probability SMC levels. This is what we do. You know, I am not the creator of SMC. We know I'm not the creator. Everyone knows, you know, ICT is where it became mainstream, but the way the BLT strategy was developed, it was developed in a trading flow using patterns. We're using SMC, we're using Elliott waves. We're combining a bunch of concepts to create a strategy. And that strategy has lately been developed into the BLT, right? And this is what we do as traders. We create strategy and we backtest it, right? If you are a Fibonacci trader, you never created Fibonacci. The guy called Fibonacci created it. But if you've got the Fibonacci indicator and you're also using, let's say, I don't know, RSI, and you're using the kill zone, as they say, right? You've now got your strategy that you created using other strategies. This is what we do. We're like engineers, we're scientists, right? And with the BLT, we're using Elliott waves, we're using patterns, and we're using SMC. And this is how you can get some decent entries, right? So this would have been a good entry. Stop loss could have been above there, just above that second point of interest. And then you can hold it, right? And obviously to take it one step further, was there now a change of character, break structure? Yes, you could have had an entry approximately here, right? And what caused that break of structure? Well, it was in fact this point of interest, right? We also have equal highs. So there's many opportunities to get involved. So you could have had a wide point of interest, or you could have had this as your point of interest. Once there's confirmation, then you fast forward it, and there you go. This could have been a pretty decent trade, very decent. And this is how you see a lot of traders in the BLT community catching 10R, 15R, 8R. But realistically, if I'm honest, you know, we don't really catch 15R like every single trade. Like every now and again, yes, you do see traders catching that, but on average, you know, keep it conservative. Yeah, 5 to 8R on a regular basis, right? And we're using all these concepts. And look, this is how you could have caught this trade. This is why the market reversed from the 3,650 area. So hopefully I answered the question, Mr. DJ. Right, there's a reason for everything, but it's always good to sort of backtest and see why everything moved from that point of interest. And this particular trade, I'm not in it, obviously, but I would personally hold this all the way down there, right? But again, this is all hindsight. It's all done now, so it's kind of irrelevant. Just answering the question for somebody. And it's not even just that. We're also forecasting a potential second tap of this move here as well, as you can see. Still using the same concepts. We're still applying the 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, but now there's a big one, right? We do have 1, 2, 3, a potential 4, and a potential 5. If we go to the live market, oh, this is the live market. This, for me personally, it's very likely going to drop all the way down here, right? Zoom out. Over here, there's a bit of a QM. There's broken structure, potential right shoulder, massive banker block on daily. It's a magnet towards this point of interest down here, and then for a potential long, right? So yeah, decent little shorts on US 30 is currently pending. Cool. Any other questions that you guys might have? And who is not part of the CTI community? Curious to know if there's any new names there. In the meantime, before I start the DXY analysis, which I will in a minute, just an update regarding the BLT webinar. That's coming out on June the 10th. If you guys, just save this date. It's a very important date. The 10th of June is in 2 weeks, right? 10th of June, there's a BOT webinar with a massive discount, some new information, and also the release of BOT Accelerated. So just make sure to tune in to June the 10th, right? So just save that on your calendar. Okay, dollar. Dollar for me personally, it's trying to find the high right now. It's not really official yet. It's just trying to find a high. And I'm expecting a drop to the downside on the dollar. Well, that's my current. Yeah, just expecting a drop. The only thing is that it's becoming too expanding. So I'm not really going to be, probably won't. Even if it comes up higher, it's too expanding. Right, parallel channel. It's looking okay for a short now, to be fair, which is what I did say last week, but there is no, yeah, looks like a potential good short, just not really clear for me. The reason I'm saying it's not clear is, well, actually, I think it's changed because look, I was looking at this earlier as a potential compression. Is broken out to the upside, but it's very, very weak. So this flag is looking really, really weak, to be fair. We do have some equal highs right here. Let's go to the M15. M15, nothing as of interest apart from this imbalance that is currently approaching now. It's not that clear. Mondays for me personally, rarely do I get a clear setup. It's just not looking too clear. So I'm expecting potential shorts on the dollar. However, yeah, if this ends up going long, then fine, it goes long, and I will have to update the pattern accordingly, such as this, and update it like this. And then we know exactly where it's going. And we do have a point of interest. I've had it there for a while. Right, so this will be the next leg up that I'll be expecting. All right, this to me looks quite clean, to be honest. Nice, clear, bullish channel. Now, in terms of, yeah, I mean, this setup is done. This current boomerang, this was the Friday trade. Right, you see the boomerang here? Right, we've got the 1, the 2, we've got the third tap boomerang. This, we call it in the community, right, on a live stream that day for the Accelerate members. And yeah, that's complete. So this was a Friday trade, great trade. I managed to catch a decent trade, and so did some of the members. But now it's Monday, new setup. This has potential to climb up. If this goes down, then I'll have to just wait for some bearish momentum and probably sometime on Wednesday catch a pullback and then go short. So this is what I'll personally be expecting on the dollar. At the moment, there is no trade today. 100% there's no trade today. Very, very messy, low probability price action. Okay, so that is the dollar. Any other questions right now that you guys may have? Just gonna wait for some of the members to join as well. Just haven't really posted the link. Just give me a sec. Okay. Okay, so you DXY, that's it, done. S&P 500, it's very choppy, nothing there for me personally. Can't really see much, and even if I do do a pattern, it's still not really, it's not significant enough. There's not enough clear structure for me unless it climbs up, and even if it does climb up, you know, it's still inside of the larger pattern, meaning that's a low probability pattern. I would rather wait for this larger one up here, to be fair. So I'm just going to delete this. It's kind of irrelevant, to be fair. So S&P is almost ready. I'm just expecting a push up and then a push down. But before we get that push up, may just grab some liquidity down here somewhere to then climb up and then complete the boom run. Right, so just watch out for that. This we've covered already. Very, very clean, very textbook. Still expecting shorts. Nasdaq is at the point of interest, but there's no current patterns here at the moment. Go to the daily. Yeah, it's in the middle of no man's land. So I'm just going to delete this. This is all done more or less. There we go. Gold. Gold, I don't have much, but if I were to do an analysis on gold, let me see. Do you have some equal lows? There we go. Got some equal lows. We have grab liquidity here, but in terms of patterns, the only thing I can see is this pattern here. So this is, for me personally, it's got more room to the downside, right? Towards at least minimum this banker block here. It may go a little bit lower. And even if it does, I mean, we've got this bank level here. This will be my point of interest. There we go. That's what I'll be expecting on gold. Now, in terms of a larger pattern, could this be a potential second tap? Who knows? There we go. Look, potential channel here. So this is lining up to be a good little long. Plus, there's new liquidity here by the looks of it. There we go. And we have a bit of a plan A target, but that's a low probability because the point of interest is inside of the pattern, so we don't want to use that. So yeah, this is going to be my forecast for gold, to be fair. Which is looking okay. Looks good for a potential long. Right, so if we do get this, potential long, and then a nice little rally towards that point of interest. So short and then long, which makes sense for DXY, long and then short, because it correlates the opposite direction, longs and then shorts. Right, so that's looking okay. Gold looks quite clean to me, to be fair. You guys enjoying this live stream at the moment? Anything else you'd like me to cover? Okay, there we go. Euro USD. Euro USD, same thing. Expecting this to drop. Still just sort of stalling and messing around, to be fair. Do have some equal lows here. So I think, yeah, Euro needs some time to basically drop. And if it does climb up here, then we'll have to reevaluate. This pattern is quite temporary at the moment. Right, so I am expecting this to drop to the downside, and once and if it does drop, then fine. Then I'll be looking for a potential long from around here. Right, we've got this price action over here, potential long, look for the B50, the 1, 2, 3 of the green box, and take it too long. Around these equal highs, can go higher, but that's a bit too optimistic. I would just prefer to go back to the start of the pattern, keep it conservative, in case it just forms it, or it engineers some equal highs here and just plummets. We don't know yet. Still early time. So that's Euro USD. Yeah, expecting shorts. Dollar yen. Okay, I'm still expecting this to get hit. It didn't really happen as I was anticipating on Friday. But this point of interest, I can delete it now. This pattern is old. What else do we have? Not much going on, to be fair. Unless we have this larger pattern. So this has potential for a nice big rally, meaning my points of interest are going to be invalidated once this trend line here breaks. So I will need to reevaluate and look for a point of interest up here now. But then with that being said, then I'll have to look for another point of interest. I'll have a plan A pattern here and then plan B over here. So although I was expecting a short last week, it looks like it might not happen until maybe midweek or at the end of this week, right? Potentially. So dollar yen looks okay, but not yet for a short. So definitely watch out for dollar yen, and it has potential to have a really massive drop, whether it's based on this price action, this pattern here, compression, boomerang, boom, or it climbs higher into next week and then a drop, right? Either way, there's a massive drop coming on dollar pairs, whether it's from this point of interest or the top one. And does it make sense if I look at dollar? Is there a massive long coming? Oh, maybe this is the bottom I've been waiting for a while. So we may just get a nice sort of boomerang, and there we go. And this will coincide with, probably Bitcoin dropping to like 10,000 or something. I know most people don't expect it, but if you look at the technicals, it's what everything's pointing in that direction, right? And it'll happen quickly as well. I mean, if we do get along here on the DXY, if you're looking at Bitcoin, which I can cover in a minute if somebody wants me to cover it. If not, okay, it's all good. I'll do crypto and other stuff after. Let me just finish FX. Dollar CAD. Okay, this is very, very messy, very, very ugly. Nothing's happened here. This was a great trade that I took last week. I'm not sure if I still got it. I think I deleted it. There was 2 of them. There we go. I did take a loss before. Yeah, there we go. So I took a loss here took a loss here trading the green box. Covered in real time, live with the members. Some of the other members caught it. So that was a nice little trade. 1 hour loss. And then this was a great trade, 12 hour on dollar CAD. All right, so anyway, that's old news. But now we're looking at this point of interest. What is happening here? Messy price action. Look, this is not clear, right? Whenever you see these candlesticks without large wicks, there's just no liquidity. It looks like a bank holiday today. Wouldn't be surprised if it's a bank holiday today. Whereas here we've got clear structure. Look, clear candles. It's fine to have, these sort of wicks here every now and again, and then some clear momentum when you catch the reversal. But look, this is messy price action. Good thing I came out over here, because otherwise I would have been stuck in a very boring, unnecessary trade. Yes, Brett the legend. How you doing, mate? Glad you can make it. Okay, there we go. I'm just covering dollar CAD, Brett. Can't see anything. Yeah, this is more or less done. And Brett's one of the traders that I'm working closely with in the one-to-one mentorship program. He's making great progress. Smashing the B50 in the green box, but still in the back testing stage. Once Brett is ready, I'm pretty sure you'll pass the challenge, the 300k challenge. I'm pretty confident with that. Just need a few adjustments and you'll be ready. One of the other one-to-one traders I'm working with, he's funded now, 300k. So well done to Shine. You know, he's traded the B50 and the green box. Just takes time anyway, right? Just following the rules, simple mechanical rules. Entries and exits, and mechanical rules for your trade management. That's where the secret is, everyone, the trade management. If you've got mechanical rules for the trade management, it's a lot easier for your psychology. That's what I believe. I would rather have rules for a mechanical trade management than read 10 psychology books. That's just my opinion, based on my experience. Because I still haven't read a book to this day. I have actually listened to an audiobook multiple times, Trading in the Zone. I think that's a must. But in terms of psychology books, as you know, overall, when actually reading them, then no, I haven't. I learned through psychology by basically taking a bunch of losses, losing a bunch of money, and just repeating the same lessons over and over again until I get it through my head and I become resilient to it. And I think that's the best teacher, is basically your losses is your best teacher, to be fair. Okay, so this is looking quite terrible. Yes, Brett. Good, bro. Yeah, great progress. Diego and Rod at the Real Deal guys found consistency in 2 months working with Diego after struggling for a long time. Amazing. Yeah, appreciate that, Brett. It all goes down to, it just goes down to, instead of doing it yourself, which is fine, instead of it taking everyone a year, 2 years to crack it, why not go to the source and speed up the progress and crack it in less than 3 months, right? I'm all for mentoring as well. I'm still in the progress of finding a mentor myself to improve this strategy, right? I want to improve it by mastering Elliott Wave 3. I've got an idea of how to master the Elliott Wave 3, but I'd rather go to somebody who's already, done it. So I think it's the same with trading, or in every aspect of life, to be honest. Getting mentors and improving all the time. If I'm ever going to get into the property game, which I'm definitely going to get into it, I'm not in it yet, I would go to a mentor. I'm not going to try to do it myself, because that will probably waste some years, and I don't want to waste years. I will go to somebody who's already done it. It's the best approach. So if you guys are looking for a mentor, then I'm your guy when it comes to strategy and TA. If you're looking for a psychology mentor, then Rodrigo is your guy, right? So we've got both of them at CTI if you guys are interested. And if anyone's interested, just let me know. Press on 1 if you're interested in a mentorship program, either from myself or from Rodrigo. If you press the 1, I will post a link just for you guys. And on that note, dollar CAD is potentially ready over here. I don't think it's going to have the momentum to come up here. But if we separate this and we focus on this point of interest, let's delete this. All right, let's delete this. Then we may have an entry actually up here somewhere. And then a big drop. Because of the DXY, I can't see it as climbing up here. Right, it's looking unlikely, especially because of this pattern on the compression. So it's very high probability the dollar CAD is going to drop from here rather than climbing and dropping from there. So dollar CAD looks okay for an EW4 larger time frame entry. Come to think of it, actually, yeah, it looks okay for a trade. Yeah, looks okay. Cool. Aussie. Aussie. Okay, fine. Went to the point of interest. Do I see anything here? I didn't find an entry. There's no entry for me. I did actually spike above it, which is quite okay, cool. It literally just went bang on to this bank level right here. Look at that. Just above the equal highs. You can't make this up. It's pretty crazy how accurate that is. But now, if we were to update it, It's still not looking that clean, to be fair. Apart from this price action. Okay, so Aussie looks like there's dollar strength about to happen, which is actually what I am expecting. Some, further dollar strength towards the top end of the channel potentially. So Aussie looks okay for a short, if I'm honest. It looks okay for a short. If I'm gonna look for shorts, definitely be redefining this point of interest over here. It looks okay. If there's no drops and completely plummets, then it's not the end of the world. I've missed it. It's all good. But that's it for me, guys. Dollar CAD, expecting one more push up and then a drop. Aussie expecting a tiny push up and then a drop. Mainly basic, I'm expecting a drop. So short buyers on Aussie. Long buyers on dollar CAD until it comes up here. Dollar yen, definitely long buyers until it comes up here / up here. Euro, it's not, it's not clean, is it? But mainly, short bias once it does reverse from this current compression pattern, which is looking pretty decent. We've got some okay momentum here on the left. Okay momentum followed by a clear sort of structure. Whether it drops first or it does a little stop hunt of these equal highs and then drop, definitely bearish. And then a big long. That's what I'm expecting on the euro. Okay, I'm just going to post a link. So if anyone's interested in mentorship, if you want psychology, Rodrigo's your guy. If you want strategy, then I'm your guy. You don't only just get the B50 with the one-to-one mentoring, you also get 2 bonus strategies. One of them is called the green box, which is even more powerful than the B50. So just bear that in mind if anyone's interested. And there's a link. You can schedule a call for a consultation. All right, euro, dollar yen. And that's it for me, guys. Not much I can cover. Unless you guys have any questions, I'll happily cover them real quick. And just a note again, save this date. I'll save it again, say it again. June 10th. BOT webinar. Massive discount if you're not part of it. And a BOT accelerated release, right? You can either do it via the webinar or just go online on the website. So yeah, June 10th is the official date for the BOT webinar. Okay, there we go. And I said, then somebody said something about Bitcoin. ETC, Bitcoin, what do I have here? No, this is quite old. Okay, cool, hold on a minute. Hold on. Let's try, I swear there's another one. Nope. This one. Okay, definitely delete this one. Okay, let me go to, must be this one, Binance, come on. Nope. Okay, fine. We'll go on Coinbase. So this one, okay, fair enough. We'll go on Coinbase. What did I have? All right, cool. So we zoom out. Also, this is a pretty cool indicator to have, guys, if you're trading crypto. The Fibonacci time-based indicator. It can tell you more or less when price action will reverse from. So play around with it. It's pretty cool. Now, what I'm expecting on Bitcoin. I'm expecting a reversal in around November because of the Fibonacci time-based indicator, right? Now, we do have this as a scenario on Bitcoin, as in this boomerang has already played out, right? You can see the boomerang, it's just really taking its time. And then a reversal, so bear market for the next 6 months. Do not expect a bull market, everyone. So I think sometime in 2024, worst case scenario 2025, you guys will see the 2021 crypto euphoria bull hype. Interesting how this point of interest reversed not exactly, but it was a multi-liquidity pool. I've had this there for a very long time, and it reversed from there. But now, based on the current price action, I do have this as a scenario on Bitcoin. Right, this trend line can be updated depending on the middle pattern, but I'll be expecting a reversal from here. So I think this point of interest is quite, you can still redefine it, to be fair. Yeah, it's going to be inside of the pattern. So essentially, if you're trading Bitcoin or you're looking at it as a long-term buyers, I was just looking at this point of interest right there, 24.5. More or less outside of, again, this point of interest is quite it's going to get updated in real time. It really depends on the pattern, but yeah, I'll be expecting potential longs from here. And once we do some potential longs from around here, redefine the entry when the time is right. Go to the daily, and if it does reverse from there, right, it means that we'll have to update the pattern accordingly, and then it will have potential to really climb up and retest this massive banker block there. This is where you guys should really be taking profits, to be fair. And what's that? 38,000. And if you think about it, if it does come up and do this, how many people do you think would believe that that's it, bull market activated? A lot of people will be buying anywhere around him, but then that's a good time to be taking profit, because this has potential to drop, right? Potential. It depends on your game plan. You either hold your coins long term, or you bank some partials and let it drop, and then you can get in again. Right? We don't really know yet. So that's what I'll be expecting, a potential rally to the upside on on Bitcoin because of this larger pattern. So still expecting further downside. So bearish for the next few weeks. It's going to take a while. Now, if I'm wrong, which I don't mind, then we need a strong break, and then there we go. This can really climb down towards these areas around 20,000 again. So it really, really depends on price action. And that's about it, to be fair. Okay, cool. Any other question, guys? I'm literally going to wrap things up. I've covered everything more or less. Hey, Freddie, it's been a minute. How are you, mate? Bitcoin, just what I was hoping. Yeah, cool. It looks like it. Yeah. Again, like I said, definitely bearish. I will not be buying Bitcoin right now. That's suicide. But these are my scenarios. Or yeah, this can really, 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 really drop, right? Because remember, if we're playing this boomerang here, which is practically played out to the T, we do have this potential, but there is also a bullish setup here. So it really, really depends, to be fair. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, the live streams are 3 p.m. Trading up. You'll miss. You don't want to miss the live streams. And then there's another one at 5 p.m. today for CTI, and then again on Discord in the CTI community. So that's it really. The meantime, for those of you, is everyone part of the CTI community? Press A1 if you are not part of the CTI community yet, the Discord community. If you are part of it, press a 0 so I know. Yep. I know, Freddie, you're part of it. It looks like everyone here is a BLT trader. Fine. Okay. Anyway, just in case, if you're not part of the CTI community, I will post a link for you guys to join so you can attend the Wednesday midweek webinars. All right, everyone, it's time for me to recharge and take a bit of a break, and I'll see you guys in the Discord live stream. I've posted a link if you want to see another live stream at 5 p.m. in 1 hour. All right, everyone, have a good day, trade safe, and I'll see you next week on Trading Up. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.